So I look insane. I have to take out my heatless curls in a little bit. But I'm not gonna do anything crazy for this makeup look. I just wanted to have a little chit chat about this year, goals, what is going on. So I just want to preface by saying, sorry, I used this new moisturizer and my face is feeling a little weird. Anyway, so I just want to preface by saying that I have never believed in manifestation. Okay. I am one of those type of people that, like, I prepare myself for the worst so that way I'm never disappointed. And that's like a survival technique. I've had to use that like my entire life, because when I was younger, it was like engraved in me very young to never expect anything, especially from other people. So my entire life, since I can remember, I've been very, it's not gonna happen, it'll never happen. And so that way when it doesn't happen, I'm like, I get a little satisfied. I'm like, you're right, you were always right, because it'll never, very like glass half empty type of gal. And so it's just never been me, you know, and my friends have told me, they're like, girl, you cannot live your life like that. Like, who lives their life like that? I'm like, it's a safety mechanism. Like, it's sad, like it's a sad way to live, but it feels much better not getting your hopes up for something to be let down than to just assume that it was never going to happen in the first place. Fast forward to now, and just the past like 6 months to a year, I've been doing so much soul searching, like really trying to find out like what kind of person I am. My skin is so textured today. I don't know if you can see, but like, am I breaking out? I feel like that moisturizer I used, or I have been using, is not doing me any justice. But with recent exploration and like other successful people, and just trying to figure out like how I want the like next couple of years, the rest of my life, to go, I've noticed that a lot of the really successful people, they are constantly like, I want this, I want it really bad, and then they're like, I got it. And I know that there's a lot that happens in between that, though. What I've noticed when I started searching like manifestation and like, successful people, there's like a direct correlation between people who are like successful and happy and manifestation. Like, anytime you hear someone who's like super go-getter, super, good at what they do, they're always like, you know what, I just want these things so bad. And sometimes doing everything that you can to get, basically sometimes you just have to have hope that it'll happen, like, because everyone's in that same bracket as you, they're doing everything that they can to get that thing as well. And so you just have to manifest it, and it's something I've been really studying and trying to like see how I can implement into my life. Oh, love her. And I'm like, has doing the whole, oh, just expect the worst and you'll never be disappointed, has that been setting me back? Has that been stopping me from reaching my full potential? And what they say about the definition of insanity is, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So I'm going to try something new this year. 2025 for me is the year of taking risks and just being like authentically myself. Like, I'm usually very like put aside, standoffish, because I just feel like when I show my true like who I am, that it'll be like rejected by people. And ultimately, who cares? Like, who cares? I know this is easier said than done, I'll admit. I'm the first one to try to put something into action and then back out. But this year, I'm really excited to explore this new frame of thinking, because I can't remember the last time I was really excited about something. Like I was so excited about getting it or having it or wanting it that I just like was giddy about it. And that makes me really sad because that means that I've basically put off being excited about things because I have that mentality of, oh, you're gonna be sad if you don't get it. But I think that's part of wanting something, is wanting it so bad and doing whatever you can to get it. And then if you don't get it, reevaluating and realizing like, why didn't this work? Why wasn't this achievable? And that's how you improve. So if you guys know me, you know I'm a blush whore and I have blush blindness. So I'm using my ColourPop blush, and I know that's right, to go over. So the first blush I used was Juvia's Place. I don't really know what color it was, but whoa. I could try to like, I'll like write down in the description all the stuff I used. I'm not a beauty channel, so I'm not good at doing the whole, I'm using Bloop Bloop by Bloop Bloop. Girl, I just be dab dab dab, dab dab dab, dab dab dab. Like, I don't know what any of this is. As long as it's got the little bunny, and as long as it's got the little bunny and it's cruelty free and it's not tested on animals, put it in the bag. I got this big old cat bag and I just put all my makeup in it and I just dig in there. So there's no, this isn't a channel of beauty content, so do not judge me. Another word as we progress through this look, I'm going to a cookout tonight. A cookout, birthday party with a bunch of older, more reserved individuals. And so I'm not going to do like my crazy wing to my eyebrow, and I'm not going to like, it's especially because I'll be outside too. It's a very chill, like gonna have a beer like an uncle kind of vibe. So I'm not doing my crazy usual. But tomorrow I am going to a concert, so be prepared for that. Another word that I am bringing to my list of themes this year is enjoyment. It seems so simple, but I want to really enjoy things. Like sometimes I feel like I get into the hustle and bustle of like work, working out, school, work, working out, school, work, working out, school, work, working out, school. And I'm like, am I enjoying anything? Like, I'm working out, obviously, that's awesome. I love working out, but that's like an hour a day. And sometimes even then I'm not enjoying myself because I'm like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And I'm like forcing myself. So I'm like, am I actually enjoying life, or am I just kind of living it? That's the real tea. So I just really want to enjoy this year. That's why I'm trying not to let January cramp my style, okay? She's gone. She beat us. And now she's in jail. So we're moving on. We're moving forward. We're not going to let January rain on our parade. I just want to enjoy even the little things. Like, even if I go on the walk in the morning, and I just want to enjoy, like, the birds and the trees and, you know, every little thing I do. I want to just, like, be immersed in it and really, like, wow, I am here, I'm present, I'm doing this thing, and it's awesome. And that's okay. Like, even if it's the smallest thing, this is awesome. And I think that positivity will really start to like overflow into other aspects of my life where I feel like I would benefit from that. Like, I don't know, I just love these chit chats. I love these like chit chat, we're on FaceTime kind of videos, because I don't have anyone to FaceTime right now. So I'm FaceTiming y'all. We talking, we're chit chatting about the year. What do we want? What else do we want? What's another word? Because I want to do 3. We're doing risks. We're going to be enjoying life. What else do I want to bring into 2025? Abundance. Ooh, let's talk about it. So one of the things that I've noticed about other successful people, I say other like I'm successful people in the world. What I've learned about them is that they not only want things, like they not only look forward to things, but they want a lot. Okay. And I'm such a modest person that I'm always like, I'll take a little. I have a little bit of that. I have a little bit of this. I'm like, no, take it all. What did Roger say on American Dad? He said, take it all. Take it all like a big girl.
Just take it. And most importantly, take it all. Take it all like a big girl.
I'm like, that's what I need to do. I need to stop being so modest all the damn time and like take everything, that life has to offer. If you're gonna want big. One time my tattoo artist told me, she was like, my best advice for like getting your first tattoo is just getting a big one, just going for it. And I was like, girl, you crazy. Now I think about it, I'm like, my first tattoo was so small and so stupid and I hated it, but all my big intricate work, like, I fucking love it. So I'm like, you know what, I need to start doing that with life, like taking a chunk, but taking a big old chunk of it. Okay, no more like wishing small, no more like wanting a little bit because I know it's achievable. Want everything and then some, you know? And so with that, the year is going to be full of enjoyment, enjoying every second of every breath I get to be alive, risk taking. I'm going to be jumping at opportunities that I never would have and doing things that I probably would put off, and just living life abundantly, just wanting more for myself and not being ashamed of how big my dreams are, how big my wants are, thinking too small. So for the first time in my life, this lip gloss is popping. Hold on, let me show you this lip gloss. Let me put you on. This is the lip gloss Berry Juicy by the Rude Cosmetics. Crystallize. Look at her. I don't know if you can see her. She is glittery. As you can see, my makeup has kind of like turned her a little tan. But I love her. But for the first time ever, I actually did make a vision board. Who is she? I never have made a vision board in my entire life because I was like, that's stupid. Visions don't come true. And this year I was all about it. I was like, I'm gonna make this vision board and everything on this vision board gonna come true. So I'm actually gonna talk about it. Let's see, what did I put on my vision board? I'm gonna put a little picture. I'm gonna put a little picture somewhere. So on my vision board, I put in the corner Meg Squats. I love her. I have been watching her since I can remember. Like, I remember when the very first time I picked up a weight, I found her channel, and I mean, she had all the stuff for the girls. She was like, this is how you begin weightlifting, you know, being strong is beautiful. She was the first time I ever saw like, oh my God, I want to be a strong ass woman. Like, I want to be like, oh, you know. So obviously I have her because I've been on my like fitness journey and my well-being, and like I've just been so consistent in the gym and just focusing on my health. So that's why there's little like dumbbells and a little mat in the corner, little headphones, girl right there with the weights. I also have in the top right corner this guy on a bridge because, you know, I definitely want to be outdoors more this year. I used to be such a like camper, hiker. When I lived in Oklahoma, I would go to the wildlife refuge all the time. I would be out there with the freaking elk and the bison. I'd be like hanging out with them. So definitely, and I'm like, Tennessee is gorgeous and I have not explored a wink of it. I'm like, I need to be like camping and outside and like seeing the waterfalls and all that. So this summer, as much as I hate the heat, I will be out there, okay? And then we go down and just cutesy. I've got Miss Thing from Sailor Moon. I got her because I just want to be more girly, more cutesy. I used to watch anime a lot and then I just fell off with it. And I used to have so many more like hobbies. Like I used to be into Legos and I used to be into like painting and stuff. So that's just me wanting to tap into my girly girl side. Next to her, I've got some like somebody whipping it up in the kitchen. I just want to make more interesting meals, get a little bit creative. I've dabbled a little bit in the TikTok recipe world, but I really need to get in there. Like I eat the same things all the time. And then we moving over to the side a little bit because look at them. I just want to be smitten. I'm always smitten, but I just want to be mutually smitten with someone. I definitely want to get back into the dating world. It's scary. it's scary, but just like with my wanting to be positive and open-minded and want things, like I'm like, I should allow myself to want to be in a relationship. So that's why I have the two lovers there and the two like little hand holding, just because it's just so sweet. And it's like, I'm back in my lover girl era. I was a menace last year. I was very anti-love and anti anyone looking at me, but I'm back in my like me wanna boo thing. So I put that on there. I only put 2 spots for that because not too much, you know what I mean? I'm still like hardcore on the inside. And then in between there, I just have like a little gaming setup just because I feel like I want to get back to like streaming and get back to Twitch and just kind of like elevate my gaming space and just make it my own. And at the bottom, I got the little camping setup, back to the bridge guy. I just want to be outside way more. And then money, I don't want to be poor. Like, I need the dollar bills to start flying in, because that obviously is like a point of contention for everyone. Everybody wants money. I mean, there's some people who don't, but they're crazy. And then next to the money, I have like a cute little bathtub set up just because like I need to take care of me more. Like, I feel like I don't do, I guess this kind of goes back to being like trying to like tap into my like feminine side. I'm just super butch. Like, I don't, hi baby. We have a visitor. Oh my goodness. Sit down, Mookie. Sit down, Mister. Oh my goodness. Crazy. Sit down. I'm filming here. Sit down. I love you so much. Sit down. Sit down. I love you. Okay. I guess he's a part of this now. I'm using these lashes that I got on Amazon. And then in the bottom, I just, back to the bath thing. He threw me off. I just want to be a girly girl this year. Like, I just want to like, self-care is not a girl thing. Don't get me wrong. But I do feel like I don't enjoy a lot of those things that people would deem more feminine. And so I just really want to tap into that, sir. And then lastly, in the corner, where are my Bob's Burgers fans? That's the Business Monster episode where Tina, you know, she's a business monster. A business monster. A business monster. Pushing units and making break. She's a business monster. I just want to be more business savvy. Like, I want to educate myself a little bit more about having my own brand, or like just branding myself and, you know, being your own boss. And, you know, I just want to be in my bag this year. Like, I feel like life has been kicking my ass recently, and I'm hoping it's to set me up for, you know, like, you went through the thick of it because now you're on top, that kind of thing, you know. I've never been like, you know, I didn't grow up learning stuff like that, and so I would just love to teach myself like how to be like, have multiple income streams. And, you know, one day I do want to have like my own business. I would love to be my own boss. I know everybody says that, but I genuinely have the personality of someone who should be their own boss. Like, for everyone's sake, I really should just be like my own. And I'm very self-autonomous, and honestly, I'm very lucky because my current career allows me to be very self-autonomous, but getting a little taste of that makes you want the whole pie, you know. Like, my job kind of gives me a slice of that independence, and now I want the whole thing, you know. So, oh my gosh, I completely forgot. I'm like editing this and I forgot. I was like, I am very surprised that nothing about traveling was on my vision board, because I am a travel girl. And then I forgot I put my little airplane in there. Of course, I'm a traveler even before this year. Like, I love traveling. But I've got a bunch of places on the list this year. Now, this year might not be any new places because I have that goal of like checking off all 50 states. But it's places that I've already been or lived in or whatever. But I'm going to be traveling so much this year. Like, I'm going to Oklahoma and Florida in March. Excuse me. love to see everybody else's vision boards. I think it's really exciting seeing other people's goals and aspirations and just how they plan on achieving them. And I think that is what sets a lot of really successful people apart from like that's what sets the doers apart from the don't doers, is because not only do they put in the work, but they have the drive to keep going and to want more. And I have that drive, and now I just have to find like how to channel it. So if you guys have made your vision boards for this year, I would love to see them. I don't know how you're gonna show me, but like tag me in them or just show me. That would be really cool. Like, I love supporting other people and their wants and their desires. I think that's so cool, having that community to like build upon, you know? I love her. Like, I really do. This is a sleigh.